Joe, congratulations on another victory, a defense of the belt, but you didn't seem necessarily completely satisfied at the close of the fight. So I guess, how are you feeling right now about your performance?
A lot better, because, yeah, I've said this before in the past. On my worst day, I can kill the best man. I call that suicide. So on my worst day, on the off night, I had an off night tonight. So Eugene told me, the people who really know you, my teammates, my family, they know you had an off night. And I still fucked them up.
When did you know you were having an off night? Like, was there anything during the day that you thought it's not feeling right or on the way to the cage?
It was in the fight, maybe when I couldn't find my power, like my power shots, my kicks. The initiators, the jabs, the leg kicks were working, but I was trying to find the power shots, but he was adjusting well. It wasn't just me versus him. It was his team versus my team, which is what I was also looking forward to. So I told John Crouch, I was looking forward to that, the battle of the game plans. And it's the helicopter. And yeah, so I was just looking forward to John Crouch versus Eugene Behrman, and they were adjusting well each round. I could hear them even talking what they were saying. I was like, okay. But yeah, he's a formidable fighter. I've called this ages ago, and he showed it tonight.
Like you said, you were looking forward to this fight for a long time. So I guess what did surprise you in there tonight? You praised his game plan. What played out differently than you thought it would?
What played out differently? Yeah, his adjustments to what I was doing. Because I'd go ahead, I'd go to his body, I'd go to his legs. I'm just gonna keep going. I'd go to his legs, and he'd adjust and get away from my power, but I was able to get away from his as well.
It's still a win, it's still a title defense, but there were some,
6 title defense on my worst night, and still.
There were boos at the end. I'm just curious, does that affect you at all?
They've been here since 3 p.m. They're all drunk. They don't know what real fighting is or real finesse. And I've said this, look, the greats, they all get to this point. I've seen it when I was just a fan, still a fan. Anderson Silva, GSP, I remember fights where I'd be like, that was a fucking fantastic fight. And the same thing, people would just boo them. GSP, one of the fucking GOATs, and people would just boo him. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys watching? You dumb fucks. Ali, Floyd Mayweather, same thing. You get to this point where it's like, you're so great, people just want to see you fall, They just want to see you fall, no matter what. And if it's not like a show-out spectacular performance, then it's like, he's not even that good. But trust, Jared knows I'm a good fighter. He knows I'm a great fighter, and I gave him the same credit as well.
Last thing for me, you've been saying Alex Bejeda, that's the next fight. I guess, did you see his performance tonight? What'd you think about it? And I guess, how soon do you think you'd like to line up that fight if that is indeed the next one? That's
the next fight. I saw his fight. It was a good fight, but Sean Strickland should have focused on his job like I told him to. Soon, how soon? We'll find out.
People are saying, criticizing you for your fighting style, but at the end of the day, it seems like your opponents get in there and kind of freeze up in front of you. I'm curious, what do you think makes them do that? Is it the sense of scale of the fight itself? Is it your movement? What exactly makes these guys sort of slow down in front of you?
A mixture of all. I felt like the moment got to him, but he picked himself back up. I'll give it to him. He adjusted and picked his energy back up, and I feel like the moment and the skills, I feel that's what gets to them. And I said, this is an acquired taste to be under the spotlight. I can thrive under this bitch. I don't melt under the spotlight. I shine. So yeah, I feel like it's a combination of everything.
You said that you described this as an off night, though, and you've always said how you think Jared's a good challenger for you. So when you can beat him, even though you're having an off night, does that give you confidence going forward, thinking like, well, even if I have an off night, I can still win? It's emotional, I know.
Yeah. You're good, Austin. That's why I like you. Well. Thanks, Dad. Let me see. Gives me confidence. Going forward, yeah, I like the story. Like I've said this is my life is a movie. My life is an anime. Whatever. I'm facing a guy who's beat me in kickboxing, and now he's still chasing me because he knows I'm the king, and he wants to try and get that away from me. You guys see what happens when my back's against the wall, when I really have that pressure. I put pressure on myself, but when I have pressure put on me as well. So, yeah, I look forward to fighting him in that next fight. How soon, we'll find out. I need a bourbon and maybe a couple of shots, and I'll see how I'm feeling first.
Israel,
in the front
just
right
going off of
Sorry. You go. Oh,
Sorry,
you go.
just going
You're
off
next.
of that. You said that gives you pressure, knowing that you're going to be going up against Alex next and given your history. But does that give you that kind of fire? Being a champion, defending your belt for so many times, do you need that kind of extra fire to kind of keep you hungry as a champion?
No, really. I was very hungry for this fight. I felt like this camp, you can ask Eugene, this camp was great. Even better than the last camp, because he asked me at the beginning of this camp, how are you going to make it better than the last one? But I don't feel like I need it. I'm just taking, tick, 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 6 title defenses, and still on my worst night. So the next one, it's something interesting for me. Someone I fought before in a different code, and I get to show him what MMA is about, what mixed martial arts is about.
And of course, you had a lot of respect for Jared going into this one.
Yeah.
What was the conversation like between you two? After the fight, we saw you both.
What did I said, like, we're just showing respect. Like, we're 2 fighters and showing respect because we're both on here trying to put food on the table, set our families up. And I just said, I didn't like the speech of him saying, I was broke, after one of his fights, his recent fights. And I was like, I hope your management got you sorted for this fight. I hope they pushed for more money for him for this fight. Like I said, you guys are asking me, what am I doing for these fighters, for fighter pay, whatnot. I'm giving people opportunities. I'm giving people opportunities to raise their pay, raise the bar. And also, so it was just me and him showing appreciation, and that was it.
And then just final one from me, John Jones came out on Twitter.
Fuck John Jones. Fuck John. I don't want to hear about that bitch. What are you going to talk about my nails for? He's just jealous and insecure. He's a fuckboy. He could never rock shit like this. He's a bitch.
And also he said that he was backing...
Fuck him. I don't really give a fuck what he thinks. Yeah, next.
Okay, thank you.
I have to ask you about your entrance. I was obviously with the Undertaker urn, the hat, the music. How did you get all that approved? And I know you said you were feeling dark all week, so was that just the theme?
It just works. I don't know. Like the theme for me. I'm an artist. It just works. I didn't plan on Vince and the Triple H and them being here. On Tuesday, I was chilling. So Wednesday nights when we wrestle, towards the end of the rounds, 12 rounds, towards the end, the last 3-4 rounds, I'll chalk on my playlist from YouTube, WWE Attitude, from the Attitude Era. I have like 20 different tracks from superstars I admire, and that will get me in that zone, and the Undertaker's theme was one of them. So as I was sitting down feeling it on Tuesday, it just made sense. And also big shout out to the the UFC production team, because they were really accommodating and just helpful to make it a show. This is the UFC. You want to give them a show, you know what I mean? So, and I said all week, this feels like WrestleMania. Who's undefeated at WrestleMania? The Undertaker. And I've been feeling dark all week. So you saw hints of the Death Note, the speech from Madara in the beginning, and then you saw the scream at the end and the split face with me and Madara, the purple. Fuck, it just makes sense. Susano, all that.
How hands-on were you in that creation?
Very hands-on. I'm very hands-on with my freestyle bender team. Shout out to Luca, Stay Hydrated, Jeff St. Lair, and David Blackamoto, the greatest reporter in the history of the MMA. And I was very hands-on. I felt like a producer today when I was at the arena. So I was speaking. Who's that? Jimmy? Fuck. Excuse me if I forgot his name. I think it was Jimmy. I was talking to him and just walked through, and then having a look on the screen, seeing what it looked like from TV, seeing what it looked like in the arena, and they were so accommodating, which was really cool, and I appreciate that, because again, I like to put on a show, I like to entertain, and I did just that.